Mr. Speaker, I would like to make a motion to instruct the conferees on House Bill 21 to consider all methods of education choice for our special needs school students and the financing that goes along with that. Members, we're simply talking about a group of people that we should look at whatever avenues are possible for them. If the avenues that are possible come back to be the best choices of charter schools and public schools, that's totally fine with me. If there are other avenues that provide the best education choice for them, then our conferees ought to look at that and do everything that they can to provide for that service. We talk about taxpayer dollars, but taxpayer dollars are nothing but Texans' dollars. They're not the government's dollars, they're not your dollars, they're not my dollars. They're the Texans' dollars, and they're every bit as much of the Texans' dollars with special needs children as they are with children that are neurotypical. So for this body to not be willing to just have the conference committee investigate it, as I know all of you have a place in your heart for these children. And we know this is a long road, we know it's a long haul, but I would just plead with you to vote with me on the motion to instruct the conferees on House Bill 21
Mr. Speaker, Representative Fallon,
all
for what purpose?
possible methods.
Gentlemen, yield for a few questions. Mr.
Yes.
Simmons. Representative Simmons, did you have any legislation did you file any legislation that would address your concerns that you just shared?
Yes, I did. House Bill 1335.
And how many children would this, or students would this possibly affect out of the pool of roughly 5.3 million students in the state of Texas?
Probably 4,000 or 5,000 would take advantage of this.
4,000 or 5,000 out of 5.3 million?
Yeah, 4,000 or 5,000, so I'm not sure what that is, 1/100th of 1%, something like that.
Do you think that would have a negligible effect on the overall bucket of dollars in the educational system in Texas?
There's no question. In fact, these students would be coming out of public schools, so the public schools wouldn't have the expense of teaching those students.
And of these 5,000, there's, I'm sure, several of them that would be actually happy with their situation and with the public school that they're in.
In some cases they would be, but if the public school's doing a great job, they're not going to leave that public school. There's no question about it.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Representative Dutton, for what purpose?
Would the gentleman yield for a question?
Mr. Simmons, yield for a question.
Yeah.
Now, you keep saying choice is what you want in this to instruct the conferees. But the reality is that the people who want to do this have a choice now, don't they?
Yes, they do.
And so the only change that you would be seeking to make is to have the state pay for their choice.
It's not the state's money, Chairman Dutton.
I'm not asking that. That's not my point. That's not my...
Then my answer to you is no.
So you don't want the state to pay for it?
In my opinion, it's not the state money. It's just as much those families' money as it is your money or my money.
Well, can they use it? Can they use it to buy bread?
Do you agree they pay taxes?
No. Yeah. Well, yeah. But the point I'm making is that they have a choice now, and if they want to send their kids someplace, they have the option to do that.
But some of them cannot afford that, so they're stuck in a school that, for whatever reason, in some situations, don't provide the best education opportunity for their child. So the only way for them to do that is to take some of the money the state is already spending for this special needs child and allow them
now you're
another
agreeing
option.
with me then that what you want is the state to pay for it. You don't want them to necessarily have a choice because the choice already exists. What you want is the state to pay for that choice.
Chairman Dutton, I think that you and many other people in here would agree with me that if there's not a financial means, having a false choice doesn't make any difference.
Well,
and in my bill, I even limited it to a certain amount above the poverty level. So
I thank you, though.
Thank you very much.
Representative Ashby.